Welcome, everybody, to the second edition of Frenzy Talk. Tim and I are getting ready to give you guys kind of the information, and Tim and I will discuss a few topics for a little bit here. You never know what direction this part of the show will go into, so we hope you enjoy this part. Tim has some, I think, breaking news. What do you have for us, Tim?
Well, it's not real huge breaking news, but it's for the NBA All-Star game. We have Stephon Curry and James Harden are starting in the Western Conference backcourt over Russell Westbrook. He's not going to be a starter this time, apparently. I don't know how devastating that is to people, but it was breaking news on my feed here, which I'm not sure why. I mean, so one guy particularly didn't get to start. Okay.
Chicago Bulls news for you guys. Jimmy Butler's future will play a large part in whether Dwayne Wade decides to stay in Chicago. Yes, this guy. Johnny Football, ex-NFL quarterback Johnny Manziel, wants to turn over a new leaf. Johnny Manziel says, and I quote, he was I'm going to say not a nice person in 2016 and vows to change. I'm not going to say the word that he used.
I love the big breaking news stuff on ESPN. This one cracks me up too. Adrian Peterson says he sees himself in Minnesota next year, but gave a list of 3 other teams he would consider in free agency. He's looking at the Giants, the Bucks, and the Texans, but he's pretty sure he's going to be in Minnesota next year. Hint, hint, drop, drop. Hey,
it seems like he always is doing that, though. Like at the end of every season, he's always listing teams that, I'm really happy here in Minnesota, but I'd be happy playing for this team and this.
If you want me for the right price, I'll be there.
Yeah. While the flu bug is making its way through the Pittsburgh Steelers locker room, Coach Mike Tomlin said his team will be ready to face the New England Patriots on Sunday. But that might be another thing that affects the Steelers. If you got the flu and you're not feeling 100%, you're not going to be playing. I know when I have the flu, I'm tired and weak and not feeling 100%, so.
I'm posting a video right now. So Goldberg is at a celebrity golf game, and some guy walks up to him and just pretends like he's hitting him in the jabs him in the side and everything, and Goldberg ignores it for a minute. And then he laughs at him, he picks him up, and he throws him in the lake.
Hey, that's what you get when you mess with Goldberg. Big news in wrestling. The Young Bucks will face off with Matt and Jeff Hardy at Supercard of Honor in Lakeland.
We got to go into a little bit of history of that first. So last week, the new Hardy Boys, as they're kind of weird, mysterious selves, they won the TNA tag titles within the last week or two, I believe. And so now Matt and Jeff are Brother Nero and whatever. I don't know what Broken Matt Hardy, I guess he's calling himself now. They've called out any organization, any tag team. They said they will wrestle them for their gold. And they named WWE champions, current WWE champions, Sheamus and
Cesaro. Wow.
They said they wanted to wrestle them too for their belts. So they're on a Conquer the World Tag Team Titles match right now. And the Young Bucks are the first ones to accept the match.
Wow.
Which the Young Bucks, that isn't too far of a stretch. I don't think they're too far out of the whole TNA realm area there. I want to say, I think the Young Bucks are, is that Ring of Honor, maybe?
No.
Sure. So it's not a big stretch right now. It's not like
Mhm.
it's not like a huge organization is stepping up and accepting their. It's going to be cool. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I do think the Young Bucks were a part of TNA at one time, so they kind of wrestled them at one time. Yeah, you have to check out the new Hardy stuff because they're freaky right now. Matt's got like one eye that's completely white and the other eye that's like get white with a circle in it, and he goes by Brother Nero now, and he acts really weird and strange. It's different. They got a whole different gig going on right now.
Yeah. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, Tim, I have my cat here. So,
I wasn't really. I didn't.
so
No, I wasn't wondering at all.
see, I feel like when I'm sitting here doing this with the cat, I feel like I'm like Doctor Evil, like Doctor Evil. Here's Mini Me. She's like, let me go.
Oh my god, put me down.
Yeah. Let's see what else. This is an NBA analyst, Mike Milbury, says the Joe's been a dump since the day they opened it.
Oh, ouch! Really? No.
He's an
Okay.
NBC analyst.
Now I know you've kind of said in the past years that it's kind of become rundown. Like, would you say it's actually run down, or is it just behind in times?
I think it's run down. I mean, this stadium was built in the late '70s. I mean, here we are, 2017, and I mean, it's run its course. I wouldn't say it's not a dump. It worked for the Red Wings for many years, but now you look at these brand new, beautiful arenas, and you look at the Joe. It's just outdated. The Red Wings just need a new arena, and unfortunately, it's the $5 hot and ready Little Caesar Bowl.
Speaking of that, did you see who's planning on opening it up?
I did. Kid Rock. Kid Rock will be the first concert at the Little Caesar Arena.
5 dates. It's going to be in on that.
Yep. I guess the controversial. This article is not being very kind to this Mike Milbury. He says the controversial losers seen on the NHL on NBC had some colorful things to say about the Red Wings' prior stadium. So I was there. I was at games at the late '90s, and it was a nice arena. I think in the late '90s, but that was, I mean. I think my first hockey game was, I think, '97 maybe. So you're talking about 20 years ago. So it's just outdated. They just need a new arena. It looks like it's official. The Oakland Raiders have officially filed paperwork for a relocation to Las Vegas. So it soon may be the Las Vegas Raiders.
Anybody else want to relocate while they're at it? I mean, my gosh, pretty much everybody's doing it.
I think I heard the Detroit Lions want to move to Utah. I heard.
It's the latest fad. Everybody's moving.
Yep. Oh, big congratulations goes out to former Detroit Tiger Pudge Rodriguez.
Good old Pudge.
He is Hall of Fame.
I miss Pudge. I really liked Pudge.
I did too. I feel like he kind of got the team turned around and fired up and heading in the right direction for championship. So, trying to think who else was. there was 3 guys that were inducted. I'll tell you here in a second. I posted. I'm still scrolling here. LA Clipper Chris Paul will undergo surgery and miss 6 to 8 weeks to repair a torn ligament in his left thumb.
Oh.
Tigers announced the 2017 spring training broadcast schedule. Features 21 games on 97 won the ticket and 7 games on Fox Sports Detroit. These 4 teams, there's 4 teams that remain left in the NFL for Super Bowl. So at the end of Sunday here, we will know who our 2 Super Bowl teams are. And I think usually the way it works is they take a week off. So our next, I don't think the Super Bowl is till middle of February, I want to say, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yep.
I thought I posted that. Tim, did you figure out who your other favorite WWE intros are there for NXT?
For NXT? No, I didn't think about that enough yet.
Putting Tim on the spot now.
Trying to think about some of the early ones that they had.
Samoa Joe's is okay. I don't mind that so much. Swaft is one of my favorite. Last night they honored the 1998 Stanley Cup champion, the Detroit Red Wings.
I was thinking, didn't Neville have a pretty cool one at one time?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go back and check on all those now. Listen to different intros, some of the classic ones.
I know one of the guys was Jeff Bagwell for Baseball Hall of Fame. I'm trying to think who the third guy was. I guess Barry Bonds and who was the other guy who was high up on the voting but didn't get enough votes? Oh, shoot.
Jamie's drawing a blank.
I am drawing a big blank because I read the article and they were close, but not enough to get in there. Hey, what do you know? I have it right there. Major League Baseball home. Should be the first one. The perks of having 2 computers. It was Jeff Bagwell, Tim Raines, and Ivan Pudge Rodriguez bound for the Hall of Fame. Let's see. Bagwell got 86.2% of the vote. Raines got 86%. Rodriguez got 76%, receiving 4 more votes than necessary 332 of 442. Barry Bonds had 53.8%. Roger Clemens had 54.1. That's who I was trying to think of. Wow, there's actually a long list. And I think in baseball, I think they only have so many years to try to get in the Hall of Fame, and then they cannot get in the Hall of Fame. They can only try so many times. It's a long list. I'm shocked how long this list is on here. They have also... I'm just gonna read the names that are big names: Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, Curt Schilling, Manny Ramirez, Fred McGriff, Jeff Kent, Gary Sheffield. Leading at the very end of the voting was Sammy Sosa.
Oh, wow.
At 8.6%. I'm trying to figure out real quick how many, and this is something I may have to do some research on. I don't know what percentage of votes you need. It says Hoffman was 5 votes short and Guerrero was 15 short. So let me go. So Hoffman was 4 short. So you must need, I guess you need 331 votes, I guess, to get into the Hall of Fame. Because it said Hoffman was 4 votes short and he had 327. So I guess 331 is the magic number to get into the Hall of Fame. I kind of wish WWE would do something like this, where like and I know this is like, what? They would never do that. Leave it up to the fans, for the fans to vote in who they think should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, right.
I mean, at least that way it's not... I think
WWE will never do anything like that just because we'd be voting people in that, A, they're either not on good terms with yet, or people they don't want in there, period. And a lot of it comes down to not being on good terms with them.
There's a good question. I think this is another question we always ask every year. Tim, who do you think some people are that should be in the Hall of Fame and aren't in the Hall of Fame?
Geez, well, I'm trying to think. I'm not up on the current Hall of Fame.
1 second while you say that. I'm going to pull it up right now so I can.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of probably the legends out there, guys that don't get recognized that should.
One of them I'm going to go with is the Nasty Boys. I don't think Bam Bam Bigelow is in there yet, is he?
Bam Bam Bigelow. Curious about that one. That's a good one.
I don't think he's in there, but I think he should be in there. And I think it's kind of stupid. I know he's not retired yet, but Undertaker, I know he's not retired yet, but...
oh shoot, what's his name? I've drawn a blank here on who I was just going to say. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, is he in there?
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't actually think he's in the Hall of Fame that I'm aware of.
There it is. I'm happy Kurt Angle is going in there this year because I definitely would say he deserves to be in there.
Is Greg the Hammer Valentine even in there?
I think he is. I'm trying to find the list.
I haven't really kept up on the whole WWE Hall of Fame very much because it's kind of a joke, really.
I would agree, especially with the Nurse Superstars. I don't like the new setup of WWE's new page.
That bad, huh? Doesn't allow for much maneuvering around.
Oh, man. Well, it takes forever to load some of the stuff. There, we'll just go to do it this way. Jeez. Ridiculous.
I mean, really, when it gets right down to it, there's so many guys probably from the golden era of wrestling, like the AWA and the stuff like that should be in there that are not.
It always seems like, especially, actually, it's kind of funny, when the Hall of Fame first came around, which was actually in 1993, who do you think was the first guy to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Vince McMahon's dad?
Nope. Andre the Giant. Took place. No ceremony took place on the March 22nd, 1993 episode of WWF Monday Night Raw video package announcing his induction was shown. Come on, scroll down. Greg the Hammer Valentine. Yep. 2004 he was inducted.
Was he?
Two-time NWA United States Heavyweight Champion, four-time NWA World Tag Champion, one-time Intercontinental Champion, and one-time WWF Tag Champion. Let me see here if I can see. I said Bam Bam Bigelow.
You said Bam Bam Bigelow. I said
Greg the Hammer Valentine, and he was.
No, I also said oh shoot, Greg. No, the barber.
Oh, the barber. Yeah.
Okay, I'm drawing a blank on his name again. It's like Brutus, the barber beefcake.
Yeah.
He's good friends with Hulk Hogan as well, so. Oh, excuse me there.
Wake up, Tim. Nope. He is not in there. Bam Bam. I didn't see.
They don't have Rey Mysterio in there either, do they?
Nope, but he's not retired yet. WWE tends to do retired guys. So I think the only exception was Ric Flair, and that's just because he had.
He's twice.
Yeah, he's in there for the Four Horsemen and himself, but he's probably the only exception that he was inducted in the Hall of Fame, and then wrestled the next day at WrestleMania. That was probably the only exception. So there's
anybody that's in the classic video games probably should be on any original Well, I tell you, Demolition, are they in there?
I don't
think they are.
I think there's some 80s tag teams that should be in here.
Yeah.
I didn't see Demolition. Well, in that instance, then you could also do the Hart Foundation.
Or the Rockers, even, as far as I'm concerned.
The Rockers, yeah. Yep. Couple great tag teams.
Because Shawn Michaels is already in there, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, the Hart Foundation should be in there.
Bret Hart he was inducted in 2006.
Yeah, but obviously one we're never going to see. Owen Hart should be in there for sure.
Yep, I totally agree with that one, yeah. I guess I hope one day that, and I know it's big if, that
I think they were testing the waters with putting out the video to see basically how his wife and family were going to react.
Yeah.
Consider it. Maybe Triple H can work it out where it'll happen sometime.
Well, because they have Stu Hart in the Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah. But see, he didn't have the death lawsuit against WWE.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious Sonny's in there. And from what I understand, she's already sold her WWE Hall of Fame ring.
Yeah.
Nope, no Demolition. Demolition is not in there.
Obviously, a lot of those tag teams should be in there like that.
Yeah, so that's all I have for tonight. You have anything else, Tim?
No, I think that's pretty good. We covered a lot of material, so works for me.
Everybody, I hope everybody has a great weekend. We will see you guys on the recap show.
Yes. Remember, we will be shooting the recap Monday night for Tuesday audience because of the long football game. So get out there and enjoy some games this weekend, everybody. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone.
And I'm Jamie. And as always, go blue.
Go blue, and we'll see you again real soon.